In this Venom Trucks install video, we will be walking you through the steps to install our full-time Amber DRL kit. This particular video applies to 2022 to 2026 GMC Sierra and Chevy Silverado 1500 trucks with factory LED DRLs and the 2024 to 2026 GMC Sierra and Chevy Silverado HD trucks. The GMC Sierra HD has one extra step that we will cover at the end of this video. With our full-time Amber DRL kit, your daytime running lights will be amber 100% of the time. If you prefer to have a switchback option for amber during the day and switching back to white at nighttime, visit our other install video for that kit. Let's begin by taking a look at the plug-and-play kit for the Sierra and Silverado 1500 trucks and the Silverado HD trucks. You will receive a 5-piece kit which includes one BCM module, 2 LCM modules, and 2 headlight harnesses. For the GMC Sierra HD truck, you will also receive a fender light harness when purchasing the full-time Amber kit. Start by disconnecting your negative terminal of your battery. If you're working on an HD truck with an auxiliary battery, be sure to disconnect that battery as well. This step is very important, as failing to do this step may result in a temporary check engine light. While we are under the hood, we will be installing the headlight harnesses. If you are working on an HD truck, you may have to take 4 or 5 Torx head screws out of the fender well to access the back of the headlight. Slide back the red locking tab and depress the black tab to release the factory connector and install the headlight harness in between the factory connector and the headlight. If you have an illuminated grille emblem, make sure that emblem harness is closest to your headlight. On the Silverado 1500, the driver's side connector is in a smaller area than the Sierra 1500 due to the window washer fluid reservoir. If you can't access it from up top, consider going through the fender well, like the HD trucks, to access that connector. Next, we will be working under the driver's side dash to install the 3 modules. The first module we will install is the BCM module, and for filming purposes only, I will be removing all of the LCM connectors for better visibility. The BCM module design was changed to fit all GM trucks and be universal. The module has 2 green and pink breakout wires, a switch, and a ground wire with large ring terminal. The switch is for deactivating your Amber DRLs. This is needed only when wanting to use hazard lights at nighttime. You do not need to flip this switch to use hazards during the daytime. This module will go between your factory connector and the BCM. To release the factory connector, pull the white locking tab down and depress the color match tab to remove it. These connections are keyed, so it will install only in one direction. Once the module is installed on the factory connector, lock the connector by depressing the white tab and insert the module into the BCM. When a module is fully seated, you will feel it click. Give it a tug to make sure that it has locked into place. You can now connect your factory BCM connector into the bottom of the module and lock it into place. Next, we will do the same thing with the green and pink LCM connectors. These connections are keyed as well to only fit into the LCM in one direction. Once the 2 LCM modules are installed, connect the breakout wires from the BCM module to the corresponding color-matched wires on the LCM modules. Now we will hook up the ground wire for the BCM module. For this, you can use any easily accessible ground. For this truck, you can use either one of these bolts located behind the brake pedal. The head size for this bolt is 15 millimeters. For this module, there will be a switch similar to this for deactivating the DRLs. We don't intend to use it, so we won't be installing this switch on the dash. We will coil this up and zip tie it out of the way. At this point, you may now reconnect your negative battery terminal. If you're installing this on a GMC Sierra HD, we will now walk you through the fender light harness. All other trucks can bypass this and skip to timestamp 533 for important information. Locate this connector behind the rear driver's side tire near the rear bumper. Slide back the red locking tab and depress the black portion to remove. It may be tight, depending on how clean everything is. Locate the end of the long run of the Venom harness. It will connect here as shown. Next, feed the harness over the frame rail and fuel tank and begin running it alongside the factory wiring harness along the frame rail, zip tying it to the factory wiring as you go. Once you've reached the front driver fender, Feed it through this open area. Using something stiff and taping it to that will aid you in running this wire through this area. Bring the harness into the fender. Next, disconnect the factory front driver fender light harness. We will not be using it. Connect the Venom harness to this light. Next, run the Venom harness alongside the other wiring harnesses through the engine bay to the front passenger fender light and zip tie as you go. Finally, disconnect the factory connector. We won't be using this connector as well. Install the last connector of the Venom harness here. If you're using any T-taps on your LCM connectors, those must be relocated to go on our LCM modules between the upper connector and the module relay as shown here. This will allow other aftermarket modifications to continue to work properly. This wraps up the install of the Venom full-time Amber DRL kit. With this kit installed, your daytime running lamps will be amber anytime. This includes remote starting, daytime, nighttime, fog lights on, parking lamps active, or manually turning headlights on. If your truck came factory with sequential turn signals, commonly found on higher trim model Silverados and Sierra HD trucks, our kit will maintain that function. To get your full-time Amber DRL kit or to see all of the other Venom Trucks products, visit our website at venomtrucks.com.